Hey guys, first Regardsman here, and I'll be talking about a Xenophase Power Sword build for Space Marine 2's Anniversary Update. Now the Xenophase blade is special in that it has a specific heroic perk tied to it. This thing is basically going to up your power rake damage and range by like 20%. Really powerful option, and the way I want to build this sword today is basically picking up Perpetual Strength, moving over here into the perk Master of Defense. After switching sword combat style, you take 20% less range damage for 5 seconds. Cooldown is 10 seconds, because this perk actually helps a ton versus Chaos, although I will say if you're trying to maximize damage, I would take the Master of Offense perk instead, because 20% more melee damage for 5 seconds may not sound like a very long time, but oftentimes on the Power Sword, you'll be diving in with a combat style switch into a lunge, and then immediately go into a power rake. So that's going to come out to like a 20% buff on like at least the first power rake, which is very powerful on this weapon because you have an extra buff and like a wider range on it with the Ancient Technology heroic perk. So really good for that. Then I pick up the perk here, Perpetual Strength and Perpetual Strength, and I move over here into the perk Tranquility, which really doesn't do a ton for us. We have to take this, move into the perk Melee Onslaught for a flat 10% melee damage bonus, and then I pick up Hard Target, move over here into the most important perk, which is Cutting Edge. Power Rake, it deals 50% more melee damage. Now Power Rake is just the standard heavy attack on this thing. Very strong option, and this one just gives it a tremendous damage on top of everything else, which is why I prefer this significantly over a perk here like Ruling Blow, which is just gives you a 40% damage reduction against the enemy that you hit. Really terrible. This one also has a cooldown, which makes it even worse, so pretty much always take this one. And then I just go for full melee damage here. I am playing on the Assault class on this weapon, so my Nora Slayer does help with things like Ground Pound, the Ground Pound, and I also pick up things like Extremis Slayer here, and Major Slayer, and Terminus Slayer for maximizing damage. Though alternatively, you could pick up things like Power Restoration or Speed Restoration. These are good, they're by no means bad, but having CHP regen like this isn't always the best on the Power Sword in particular, because the Power Sword is just not that great for CHP recovery in the first place. Now, for the secondary weapon, I still take the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol. In patch 10.0, this is still the best Plasma Pistol or secondary weapon in the entire game. The charge rate is stupidly fast. The CHP recovery, stagger, and everything else is just incredible, which is why I prefer this. And for the perk tree, I just build it out into full ammo capacity, because the only thing holding back the Plasma Pistol in Space Marine 2 in pretty much every patch ever is the ammo economy. Now the charge rate is totally solved. And besides that, you also want to pick up the perk Perpetual Velocity here, because shots charge 20% faster makes this thing shoot like a truck, or like shoot, whatever's fast. It shoots fast, that's the point. Now for the perk tree, I just grab the perk here, Overcharge. Damage from charged melee attacks increases by 25%. This does affect our Power Rake as well, so when you take this on the Assault class, your Power Rake on the Power Sword will hit like an absolute truck. It is ridiculous how much damage you can do, though I will say Armor Reinforcement is safer. You actually have a lot of benefit with this off the Xenophase blade, because the Xenophase blade is permanently stuck in one variant with a balanced parry window, so you can actually parry quite a bit. So pretty good for that, but I'm building for pure damage here, so I'm going to take the Overcharge perk instead. Next perk I pretty much always pick up now is Defense Mechanism. Contested health fades 50% more slowly. Now, like I mentioned before, the Power Sword is not very good for CHP recovery in general, so this really helps you get your CHP back. Really strong for that. Then I pick up the perk Knowledge of the Enemy. Melee damage increases by 15% against Majoris or Extremis level enemies. Really strong option just to do flat extra damage, especially off of Ground Pound. Now, alternatively, you could pick up Active Attrition. Enemies hit by melee attacks take 15% more damage for 3 seconds. This does stack up. It also affects your teammates' damage as well, because it's actually a debuff for the enemy. Pretty damn good perk, but I just prefer this one for Ground Pound. Now, for the team perk selection, I take Strategic Strikes. All squad members deal 20% more melee damage against Extremis and Terminus level enemies, and this one just helps our Power Rake once again. Though since we are using a balanced weapon, you could take Proven Efficiency for that 30% more gun strike damage. Both of these are pretty good, and Squad Cohesion is just dog shit, because this one actually comes down to less regen than you might expect. Next perk I take here is Hammer of Wrath. After using your jump pack, you take 30% less range damage, do not lose control upon taking heavy hits, and cannot be knocked back for 15 seconds. This is the primary form of no knockback I have on this class build here, basically. And besides that, you could take things like Adrenaline Boost, but in my tree here, I'm taking Unyielding Oath instead for invulnerability upon charging up my Ground Pound, which is also a pretty good option. Though the next perk I take up here or down here is Zealous Blow. A Ground Pound kill restores jump tax charge by 10%. This is by far the best perk in this whole tree. Getting back your Ground Pound in a cycle over and over and constantly triggering things like Hammer of Wrath is really strong, and a 30% range damage reduction you can constantly reapply, especially against Chaos. It's just a super powerful powerful option, so pretty much always pick up this perk if you're going for Horde clear, and if you're not building for something like a Wings of Flame jump pack build. Now, here I take Pride and Duty after a finisher ground pound deals 25% more damage for 10 seconds. This one is very easy to proc because it procs off of Gunstrike finishers as well, not just like your standard executes and stuff like that. So if you want to take Diligence instead, a fully prepared ground pound deals 20% more damage, but preparation time increases by 25%. This is really good, and sometimes you can pick up Minora's kills and trigger Zealous Blow you otherwise could not with this one because you don't have it active. And this also pairs very well with the perk down here on Yielding Oath, so a really good combo there. And for the Sinister perk tree, I just take Ample Ammunition. Any use of jump pack reloads the equipped ranged weapon, increases its damage by 50% for 10 seconds. This just gives us a 50% damage buff on our plasma pistol every single time we use our jump pack, so really good option here. And like I said, the rate of fire plasma pistol kind of does stupid damage already, so a really strong option. And for the Prestige perk tree here, I just take Unyielding Oath, move over here into the perk Fortitude, health increases by 15%, which is just a top tier perk for any class it's on. And then I grab the perk here, Scramble Targeting for even more range damage reduction. And the final perk I grab is Practice Aim for a 15% range damage buff, which is quite powerful, especially if you take something like the Auxiliary Arsenal perk here, but I didn't take that today, so I'm just going for this one exclusively. And that's pretty much all there is to the Xenophase Blade. This thing is pretty damn strong. It kind of hits like a base block weapon on the Relic tier here, except you have the benefit of added parries, so pretty good for that, and it has an absurd clean potential and is quite fast, at least for the amount of damage it does. And that's pretty much all there is to this build guide. If you guys like content like this, subscribe for more, and as always, thanks for watching.
Eliminate the Neuroprobe menace. Wrath shall pray. Avenging angel will expose.
Watch out, Ravner on the field.
Xenos infestation is steadily now.
Oh my god, really?
I think it's like a truck, it's not even a block weapon.
Jump pack refuel.
Is Ravner done?
It's ridiculous.
Take flight and let terror avoid.
Oh, this should be a fun test right here.
Look at that damage.
Oh my, oh, that's chunky. Ooh, that's chunky.
A lot of damage. That was a stupid amount of damage for a non-block weapon too.
Avenging angel at your disposal.
Alright, come on down.
I'm handling damage. I'm gonna grab these guys.
That pitiful Xenos was but a horrid blood.
Yeah, that's really good damage. I like that. Oh, I need that, I need that. You focus spot.
That Neuroprobe reeked of desecration by.
It had no cooldown before and did a lot less damage.
Death to the Xenos! Be an angel of death.
We have 5. Does that mean we need to go to the second floor?
Your disposal.
Oh yeah.
Coming there.
I still have explosives to place, brothers.
They made the flashes of the weapon green too, like when you hit stuff and parry.
The world this Xenophase consumed now consumes its carcass. Jump pack review. We have purged
The inputs for that shield charge are very weird on controller. I don't know if it's like that on
Charge is
PC.
Wyatt.
Alright, I chopped it with my power rake.
Don't let that be under reinforcement. I am airborne ready.
The Xenophase Rake. Definitely do the objective.
Having too much fun. Can't stop killing.
I slice them. Blast down, Rake. I will pluck them from the battlements and send them sprawling back into the dirt. I'm airborne ready.
I have noticed on the Xenophase blade the setup time to go into your spin attack definitely takes longer.
That's
I guess
free speed.
Yeah, the free speed.
You tried out the block power, the block power sword?
You have its attention. It is moving to intercept.
No, like I said, I usually play fencing if I'm playing Power Sword.
Let us
way
punish
slower.
them for it.
Block power sword takes 5 business days to get a power roll out.
We have jump pack review.
And here.
Do you know exactly what cleave does?
It's the maximum. It's the maximum enemies you can hit and do damage to in a single swing. So weapons already have a cleave value, which means that they don't inherently just hit one cleave based on their cleave potential. But cleave potential is like the amount of extra enemies you can hit, I believe.
Avenging
I've been told
angel.
by data miners. Something similar. Big takeaways, unless you do more damage from the swing. It's mostly noticeable in things like the Thunder Hammer or Power Fist that have these massive AoEs that need to one-shot.
Behold this
But
abominable
this
Xenos
thing explodes
champion.
pretty quickly.
I've never seen such an atrocity. Hold. Give the hive beast a moment.
You know where the ammo box is?
Detonate the charges now.
It's over there.
The Imperium is smoking.
I kind of want to get a green glow on my shield now too to make it match.
Enemies on our position. Detonation.
Damn. Just very fashionable is what we are right now. We are very, very
Given the
fashionable.
infernal Xenos.
Green on black is gonna get a cover combo.
I just love, you know, just playing Barbie dress up in my Space Marine game.
That is 99% of 40k.
It's funny because I'm not playing Barbie dress up at all right now. It's literally all just made for me.
But their focus is
I do not like the
Reports
pre-made.
confirm the lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead.
Let's get out of here, Scoob.
We hear you, Command. It will be done.
You want to duo the new mission
We
after
can
this?
hold this position, Lords. We'll
can
keep
try.
the small off your backs while you hunt that thing.
Deeply study the prior footage we had of our one victory.
What class you want to play for that? You want to go back to war?
I play Assault. Fine. I trust you. You wouldn't fail
The
me.
target is still struggling under that wreckage.
I've never failed.
Definitely. Assault's pretty good versus Chaos now these days, anyways. Especially with
Yeah,
the
I don't trust my assault into chaos right now. At least not in a duo scenario.
If you feel more comfortable in Bulwark, I don't mind using Assault. It's gonna be hard either way. So for anyone wondering if the Xenophase blade is worth getting, it definitely is. Substantial upgrade.
I
to
would
your power.
say it's a 11 out of 10, baby. No, I mean it doesn't have unique animations or anything. It's still a power sword.
Thank God the power sword's the coolest weapon in this whole game, right?
It is mostly a straight upgrade. You just do a lot more damage.
I'll lick the scorches. Six the prayers. It knows fear, brothers.
Pursue and eliminate. We will not have a better opportunity to finish it
I'm
off.
excited for the Hive Tyrant fight.
Oh, we're gonna body it. I want to try this out with Master of Offense instead and see how much damage that does.
Free as an angel of death.
I'm actually shocked at how good this sword is. The powered on effects look amazing.
If all the heroic weapons had like this level of visual fidelity, I guess.
Yeah, they won't, for sure. But I hope they do get creative with them. In each cycle of new ones to come out, at least one of them is creative like this. Because I mean, like, some of these are obviously not that cool. It's like a dagger that parries a little bit better or whatever the hell. But then this is just a different kind of.
The new power swords are popular, sure.
Brothers, together we go.
Tell us a report.
The Hive Tyrant continues to evade.
Talassa, you cut out. Repeat.
We've been cut off from our brethren. The heretics' jamming must reach this far. Our duty remains unchanged. Forward.
That way, brother.
I am the righteous.
Do your slams do more damage than the highest damage weapon in Relic here?
For the fencing, not the block. Block does way more.
The foolish.
But like this
beast
weapon
will
feels
escape
like it
our
has the
grasp.
damage. Actually, I think it might almost have the damage of a block power sword with the benefits of being able to parry. At least without the charges.
So sick. Yeah, definitely not used to balance on power sword, that's for sure. A few times I've done the cardinal sin of holding block a tiny fraction of a second too long.
It happens to everybody. Balance is a hard one to use for sure.
Rally to me at the passage.
The 10 has a negative frame startup, which is so much worse than both block and fencing. Just hit the button. I played a lot of heavy the past few months, so.
Lock in, baby.
Oh, we got bodies.
Encircle and eliminate.
Not that guy.
Not that guy, pal.
Make the flight and let terror. Don't have
Probably drop banner for the ads.
Another alien falls to the Imperial's key.
Come on, man.
Rejoice! We have more punishment than these acts. It just triggered every side warning in my shoot.
When he pulls that out, is that AoE?
Yes.
Like that, is that hit behind him?
I don't believe it hits behind him, only in the front.
Ow. I have no meds, I just realized. I gotta look for meds.
There's a trigger over there. Wait.
There. Is that where the ammo box is, though? Oh, you stunned him out of it? Nice.
Yeah, I did. I thought that would kill you, but it didn't.
Jump pack review. Free as an angel of death.
This just does not want to fight me at all. Right? Oh, that's unfortunate timing. Oh, intimidating aura killed him.
Yep, boss.
I think it did a lot of damage there too. I guess they fixed that. I thought intimidating aura wasn't working on bosses.
It does. It does work. Just Halbert's okay to trigger on them.
I thought it was bugged though.
Sometimes it is. Depends on the boss, really. Depends on the boss.
Well, most of that felt good. Yeah, there were a few times I tried to parry where it didn't work, but
That's the one downside.
and I like the damage was very smexual and it looks awesome. That's a really cool weapon.
Did a great job. That's cool. Well, I'm glad I bought that instead of a Combi Melta.
Yeah, oh, for sure. I mean, yeah, I don't think that's the question.
That one guy was the Combi Melta in the corner.
It's just a crappy bolter and a Melta on top of it. I can use Melta whenever I want. I haven't actually looked at the